Shalom, shalom. Let us give our praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua Bahashem, Crocodiles, Brakatah. Double honor to the apostles of the great millstone. Salutation to the brothers that teaching truth and sincerity. Alright, hey man, what's fair? You know what I'm saying? We gotta overcome. We gotta make sure we do excellent out here. We gotta make sure we control our emotions, have emotional, be emotionally intelligent. And let's get that, and let's look that up. The capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotion and handle interpersonal relationships. It says judicially and empathetically, man. So that's basically is having control. You know, like just controlling your spirit. Let me get a scripture on that. Let me get a where my beloved brother that night. Yeah, let me get a scripture on that. James 1 and 19. It says, wherefore my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. You gotta control your anger. Especially, you know, being a Hebrew Israelite, so-called black man in America. I can only speak from my point of view. You gotta control your anger. Is it fair? Fuck being. What's fair? I don't know what they even mean anymore. I don't care about fairness. You just gotta be righteous, and you gotta control yourself. You gotta have emotional intelligence. All right, and that is a skill. That is something you will have to balance you gonna have to find balance in that. You're gonna have to find balance in that. All right. So it says. So let's read that again. It's a wherefore my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear. Always be swift to hear. Always be more ready to hear, to speak. I know we all heard this saying, you got two ears, only one mouth. We all heard that saying. You know, everyone heard that saying growing up. Is one of them famous black community lines. You know what I'm saying? You got two ears for a reason, but that's true. You got two ears for a reason. Always be ready to learn, study, and grow. Don't ever think you know everything. No. Look, I love knowledge. I'll be ready to hear knowledge, and you know, so be ready for that. So it's say slow to speak, right? Because you don't want to just give out false advice. Slow to speak. Just don't be so rash to regurgitate something you don't even know about. That's what this shit be. You half of 90% of people you do, people you hear, is just regurgitating some shit they heard from somebody. They don't even know if it's true or not. They just regurgitating some shit that they heard. And slow to wrath, man. Don't be so quick to be at wrath. Easier said than done, cause trust me, it get petty out here. It get petty out here, man. All right. Let's get this. So these is principles of it's not always fair. I get it. It's not fair all the time. What I mean by that is It's not fair that a woman can do something and you can't do it, right? The whole double standard thing. It's not fair that if you say something and then another person of another race say something, that's not fair. It should be equal. No, life is not fair. Life is not equal, man. You gotta understand that, and you gotta be okay with that, man. There's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you can hear about the examples in the Bible. Let's get this. Let's get this. Let's get this example. Let's get this example on Daniel. Right. So trying to get to a point when Daniel was so this is when Daniel this is what the Bible think about fairness. This is what Daniel think about fairness. And you gotta remember, you gotta apply these. It's not just about applying the verses, it's about being in your situation and applying what you know and understanding shit not gonna be fair. I want brothers to understand that. Like, I want you to understand life is not fair. I need y'all to understand. I need you to understand that to the minimum thing, to the greatest thing. Shit is not gonna be fair for you in life. So get that shit out your head. It's better off me telling you that shit. It's better off. Don't go around life because when you raised by your mother and you raised by your grandma and better males, they always talking about fair. It's fair. What's fair? Play fair. Do this fair. Ain't shit up. Fair ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Shit about being. Ain't nothing fair. First of all, ain't nothing fair. So don't. Ain't nothing about it. This shit ain't about being fair. It's about being righteous and doing what you gotta do to keep it 100. Shit. And brothers need to understand that. So it say in all these. Verse 3, it said, then Daniel was preferred above the presidents and the princes because an excellent spirit was he in. See, he was an excellent spirit. He wasn't. He was above everyone. He had an excellent spirit. He was what you call a high value man, right? but he was excellent in spirit, excellent in knowledge, excellent in emotional intelligence. He knew the shit not be fair, so he played harder. He strived harder than everybody. He understood what he had to do. Ah, damn, these motherfuckers playing music and shit. Then, my bad, y'all. My fucking neighbors, man. These old ass niggas think they motherfucking 20 years old playing. And they some motherfucking Caribbeans and shit. These niggas playing like they about to motherfucking have it's Mardi Gras on this motherfucker, man. Then Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king's thought to set him over the whole realm. Then the president and the princess sought to find occasions against accusations, right, against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could find no accusations nor fault. For as much as he was faithful, neither was there any error found in him. Man, he was a perfect. He was righteous. He even who someone who was trying to snatch you up couldn't find no fault in him. So anything that happened to him was not going to be fair, right? You know, it's not going to be fair no matter what. So this is Daniel, a perfect man who he was found no guile. How much, and he got treated unfairness. How much more your black ass? And I'm talking to myself. How much more me who falls short? How much more me who don't follow the law, statute, commandments all the time? How much more me who I catch myself doing the things that I hate? As Paul said, I found my doing the things that I hate doing. I find myself doing, right? How much more you who error, right? Who sin? Here it is. Daniel was found perfect in captivity. And mind you, this is when Israel got taken down. So Daniel is in captivity under the Babylonians, right? Hold on, let me look. No, this is when Darius already then took over. So no, this is the Persians, right? So this is the Persians, right now. Because on the top verse it said, it pleased Darius to set over the king's 122 prince. So yeah, Darius right here is yeah, that's a Persian, right? But he took over the Babylon. So Daniel, we shall not find any accusation against this Darius, except we find it against him concerning the laws of his God. Then these presidents and princes assembled together to the king and said unto him, King Darius, live forever. All the presidents and the kingdom and the governors and the princes and the councils and the counselors and the captains have consulted together to establish the royal statute and to make a firm decree that whosoever shall keep a petition of any god or man for 30 days, save thee, O king, he shall cast him into the den of lions. So that wasn't fair. They made basically a decree in spitefulness, in wickedness to only get rid of Darius. That's like having a football game. That's like you being so good. So that's like saying like okay. Let's just talk about sports. That's like someone like Steph Curry. That's like saying this. Steph Curry, he shoot threes so well. They tell Steph Curry, "Oh, you're not allowed anytime you shoot a 3-pointer more than twice in you can't shoot more than 5 3-pointers in a quarter." Like that's like saying some bullshit like that because he shoots so. You know what I'm saying? That's like trying to cheat the game. You know, like I think that's perfect. That's saying, look, man, you're not allowed no more to shoot more than 4 threes per quarter. Cause every time you shoot a three, he make them. So you're not allowed to shoot threes all the time. You're that good. They got to make a rule against you. That's not fair. That's not fair at all, right? That's not fair. You know. That's like they're just cheating now. So check this out. Now the king established the decree and signed the writing that it may not be changed according to the law of the Medes and the Persians, which altereth not. See, this is the king. See, this is the Persians, right? Wherefore King Darius signed writing the decree. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open, and in the chambers toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon the knee 3 times a day, and prayed and gave thanks before his God. And he did a 4th time. Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his God. Then came near to spake before the king concerning the king decree, and hast thou not signed a decree that every man shall ask a petition for any god or within 30 days? Save thee, O king, shall be cast into the lions. And the king answered, said, the thing is true according to the law of Medes and Persians, which ought to not. So they aspired against him. That's not fair. But look at Daniel. Daniel didn't give up faith. Daniel knows that these dudes ain't playing fair. Daniel ain't bitch. He ain't squabble. He ain't give up. He ain't do no whole fucking the white man is he ain't do none of that crazy shit. He did what he had to do. He went inside the lion den and conquered his situation. And that's what I'm telling you, brothers. You have to conquer your situation. There's no fucking bullshit that's gonna happen to you. So, verse 14. So verse 16, the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him to the lions. And now the king spake and said, Daniel, thou God, thou certain he will deliver thee. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet, and with the signet of his lord. Then that proposed might not be changed concerning Daniel. Then the king went into a place fasting, passed the night fasting, neither were instrument music brought before him. He slept with him, went from him. And the king arose very early in the morning and went and hastened to the lions, into the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with lamented voice unto Daniel. King spake and said, Daniel, Daniel, serving the living God, thy God, whose thou servest, continue to abide, deliver thee from it. And then Daniel said, O king, live forever. See, he conquered his situation. The shit wasn't fair. He got delivered. Things happened in line. Then he didn't complain. Of course he prayed to God, and the Most High delivered him. But no, this shit not gonna be fair. Then Daniel overcame all of those obstacles and even destroyed the ones who were trying to destroy him. They got cast in the lion's den. So I need you brothers to understand. There's plenty of stories like this. Shit not gonna be fair. Get that shit out your head. You better off. You might as well. Me knowing, telling you this shit not gonna be fair. You gotta play to win. Let me tell you something about the world of men. It's nothing but winners and losers. It's winners and losers, man. It ain't about fairness, man. King David played to win. Daniel played to win. You gotta play to win. Ain't about no motherfucking playing fair, playing by the rules. Who rules? America rules? They better play for keeps and play to win, man. With that, shalom.